But I asked her what it was like to be married to your brother. I mean, like she has no room to attack anyone on any issue, quite frankly. And I'm ready to denaturalize and deport her to Somalia. Let's.
When I was in college, I took a terrorism class, and
Is that a such thing?
yeah, there was
So you go, there is a
the
lecture.
ideology of
I'm glad you do that.
Al Qaeda, you know,
She's an expert.
She would show no mercy for you if you were below her. And if we find out that she screwed up on her immigration stuff, she's got to go.
You know, it's wild how some Democrats like Ilhan Omar keep alienating huge chunks of the American electorate and then act surprised when they lose ground. With Trump surging in polls among working class voters, including white men who make up a big part of the base, Carville, a longtime Democrat strategist who's seen it all, drops this brutal truth bomb on her. He's basically saying if you're going to ignore or bash 33% of voters, go start your own party because that's not how you win elections. This clip from the Tim Black Show captures Carville going hard, pointing out how Omar's radical stances push people away. Remember, this is the same left that preaches unity but divides everyone by race and identity, all while Trump unites with America First policies that appeal to everyone. Watch Carville lay it out plain and simple.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white man.
Lady, why don't you just get out the Democratic Party? Honestly, start your own movement. Roughly 69% of the people going to vote in November are going to be white. Of that, 48% are going to be male. So that's roughly, let's just call it 33 and a third percent of the entire election. Well, let's just run against them because they're so goddamn smart. And if they had any guts, they'd start their own goddamn political party and get out of ours.
Carville didn't hold back, telling Omar to get out if she's alienating the base is spot on. The left loves playing identity politics, but when it backfires and costs them votes, they blame racism instead of their own divisiveness. Ilhan Omar's story has been shady from the start, and with Trump ramping up deportations of criminals and fraudsters, calls to investigate her immigration mess are getting louder. Greg Gutfeld, never one to mince words, absolutely eviscerates her on his show, saying she repulses him and that America gave her a new life she doesn't appreciate. He's spot on about the potential fraud, reports of her marrying her brother to game the system, changing names, all while bashing the country that took her in. This clip captures Gutfeld's raw anger, demanding if there's any screw up in her papers, she's out.
I have to point out Ilhan Omar. She repulses me, and I'm trying to find out why, because she's not unattractive. She has an unusual amount and kind of anger. She has no right to that level of rage in the United States of America, the country who gave her corrupt ass a new life. It's not like she's a homeless Vietnam vet who can't get services and should be enraged at the government. She should be kissing the ground she walks on instead of spitting on it. And her anger is also reminds me of the radical who, given power, would destroy you. She would show no mercy for you if you were below her. Like the look on her face is somebody who would step on your neck instead of giving you a hand. And that is not the kind of person we should have in our leadership. It's not the type of person we should have in this country. And if we find out that she screwed up on her immigration stuff, she's got to go.
Yeah.
Gutfeld hit the nail on the head. Omar's ingratitude and potential fraud make her unfit, and if proven, deportation is the right call. With tensions high in the Iran-Israel war, Ilhan Omar's been whining about US strikes happening during Ramadan, as if terrorists care about holidays when launching missiles. Representative Nancy Mace, a fierce Republican fighter, isn't having it. She straight up says she's ready to denaturalize Omar and send her back to Somalia. This comes after Mace blasts Omar for her anti-American rants and shady past, including immigration fraud allegations. Mace's ruthless style is what we love about the new GOP under Trump, no more playing nice with radicals who divide us. Watch her lay into Omar without apology.
She's complaining that the attack came during Ramadan. And Rashida Tlaib, by the way, is attacking both the United States and Israel, another member of the squad, and saying they shouldn't have done this, as if the U.S. is a foreign country to her. Could you unpack some of that?
Well, I don't give a damn if it's Ramadan. I don't care if Muslims are fasting right now. This was the right time with the right intel, the right president to go in there and do this, and he'll have his chance to explain it, or his secretaries to Congress. And she was also responding because I was complaining about that. Where was she when Jews were slaughtered? Over 1,000 Jews were slaughtered in Israel by Hamas, by Palestinians on a Jewish holiday. I don't remember her complaining about that. And when she said that very defamatory statement about me in the middle of the night, by the way, what was she doing in the middle of the night? But I asked her what it was like to be married to your brother. I mean, like, she has no room to attack anyone on any issue, quite frankly. And I'm ready to denaturalize and deport her to Somalia.
Mace is straight up ready to deport Omar for her endless anti-US drama and fraud red flags. The left calls this hate, but where's their defense of legal immigrants who play by the rules? They ignore Omar's Somalia ties and radical views, but freak out over Trump's secure borders. Pure selective outrage, protect squad members who bash America, attack Republicans for patriotism. Trump's deportation wave is exposing these issues, and it's about time. As Trump leads the charge against Iran's terror regime, with strikes taking out leaders and crippling their networks, the House just voted overwhelmingly to declare Iran the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism, a no-brainer after their attacks on Israel and US allies. But get this, 53 Democrats voted no, exposing the deep anti-Israel pro-appeasement wing in their party. This short clip announces the 372-53 vote, highlighting the split. It's wild because under Obama, Dems backed similar labels, but now with Trump succeeding, they oppose even symbolic measures.
On this vote, the yeas are 212, the nays are 219. The concurrent resolution is not adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Overwhelming yes, but 53 Dems voting no on calling Iran a terror sponsor? That's insane. It screams sympathy for the mullahs over American safety. The left's hypocrisy shines, fund Iran's deals under Biden, then oppose labels when Trump hits back hard. They talk peace but enable terror sponsors. This vote exposes their weakness, why Trump's base is fired up. If this baffles you like it does me, hit like and comment. Which Dem surprised you most? We've got to keep pressure on for real unity against threats. Trump's showing the way and the right is leading. Ilhan Omar's refugee story has always seemed too polished, and with calls to deport fraudsters heating up under Trump, this expose by journalist Avery Day blows it wide open. Day details how Omar's family supported the butcher of Hargeisa, whose motto was kill all but the crows. Watch this breakdown.
And make regime change really does not help the people of countries like Venezuela, and it certainly does not help, and it's not in the interest of the United States.
For Ilhan Omar to make comments about a regime change is wild considering her family's history, and I figured not enough people know about her family's history, so let's recap. Her dad and her grandfather were both high-ranking military officials to the Barr regime, which killed over 200,000 people. They're most famous for the Isaac genocide, and they were like, it was the worst of the worst. Aerial bombings, executions, man-made famine. People massively suffered under this regime with the help of people like Ilhan Omar's family, who supported the regime and carried out this horror. They have family ties to this guy known as the Butcher of Hargeisa, and his whole shtick was kill all but the crows. So I don't know about you, but I've never been in public or at a public gathering with a butcher of people. Her family fled to first Kenya and then Minnesota, claiming they're like these asylum seekers, these poor people. No. They were fleeing to escape being held accountable for what they did. She was not oppressed. Her family, they were the oppressors.